Hey, Scott Narver, you know what's great about YouTube?
What's that, Jake Lloyd Bacon?
That you could just like stream a movie on it if you want to.
Yeah, you have the freedom to post anything on there.
Absolutely. Any movie you want to stream, you could just put it right on your YouTube in a live stream. New, old, it doesn't matter. They'll let you do it.
Yeah. Santa with Muscles Holiday Watchalong today on Pro Wrestling Palskis.
Hey there, Scott Narver, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Jake Lloyd Bacon.
It is a very special day here on the Pro Wrestling Palskis program.
Damn right.
It is special because it is our final live show of the year, and we are all gonna participate in community self-torture by watching
Community service?
Oh,
Did you say it wrong?
We'll see. We are gonna watch Santa with Muscles.
Yes. Not a prequel or sequel to Santa's Sleigh.
No.
A standalone tale that lives and breathes on its own.
Because Santa's Sleigh is about the real Santa Claus.
Right.
And Santa with Muscles is about
Spoiler alert.
a guy who thinks he's Santa Claus. For a
Does
little
he?
while. For a little while.
I don't think so. I think that seed is planted.
I have already watched this movie once, and I'm upset that I have to watch it again.
I'm fucking ecstatic that you have to watch it twice so quickly because I knew you were going to put it off.
Yeah, I did it just last night. Anyways, listen, before we get on with all the festivities, we must acknowledge our current PWP World Champion, Mike Lucas, aka Hackensack, the final Heritage PWP champion.
Aren't they the only heritage champion?
No, everybody who's been a champion.
You've never called anyone a heritage champion.
I know until now. Now it's like, do you know how WWE constantly just changes the way things were in the past? And it says, yeah, that's what we always said.
What are you talking about? Every time that they present history, I go, oh, that's how it must have went. I guess I don't remember when Hulk Hogan never appeared at any of the WrestleManias before.
Bookstore is just at the door right now.
He wants to watch the movie.
He's desperate to watch the movie.
He has the popcorn out there, and he's like, it's all popped.
Right.
It's buttered. It's salted.
Should I just go get him and let him in? So he can just bark at you straight in your face?
That's what he does.
Maybe not. We've got a lot to cover here. Also, I just want to say welcome to everybody in the chat. Mike Lucas, speaking of the champ, that's a fantastic sweater, Jake. Thank you very much. This is my Christmas sweater. It's supposed to look like the Rangers jersey, but instead it says reindeer. I don't know what number 9. Oh, wait, never mind. 9 reindeer. He's the number 9. He's the 9th reindeer.
Yeah.
I think I've owned this sweater for 6 years, and I don't think I've ever thought about why there was a 9 on it. I was like, yeah, there's numbers.
Did you always look down on it and go, oh, yeah, look
6.
Yeah, but I've had it 6 years.
6 years.
That's good. So those kind of deep thoughts are going to be going into this movie analysis here.
Yeah. Listen, I got my coffee. Okay. We got a little cranberry frizz.
I don't.
Fizz. Cran fizz for the holidays.
Poopy.
What's on your... What else did I bring up?
You got me. I didn't provide this. You provided Poppy Cranberry Fizz.
But what?
Prebiotic soda. This feels like you can't dump this on your guests fast enough.
Listen, these are like a hot commodity for the holidays. Alexandra had to order the rest online because they were out of them at stores, and she loves them so much. They make you poop.
Yeah, I'm aware of the type of soda, but the cranberry part, like, no one likes a cranberry drink.
I don't know.
And then they went, but it's in soda form.
But in fairness, isn't everything better with bubbles?
Emma.
All right. Yeah, there we go. Fair. What else did I bring for the holidays?
A tray, a platter,
A platter.
a plate of cookies.
Alexandra made homemade chocolate chip cookies from scratch.
Because
just
if she
for
made
you.
store-made cookies,
Yeah,
that'd be strange.
Well, Meaning like she didn't like pop a tube open and then cut them up and put it like there is a difference. You can still bake cookies at home that aren't homemade cookies.
But they're homemade because you made them at home.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Everything is difficult with him. Gilbert
Are there cranberries in this?
No cran fizz.
Then I'm looking forward to these.
She did make cranberry muffins though the other day. And those were delightful.
Good.
Gilbert in the chat says,
can I set this on whatever this old block is that has
I fucking hate
wires
they can't
coming
see
out
it.
of it?
Nobody knows the joke you're making. I'm trying to acknowledge the chat here, Scott. Stop being so God, this is why you don't invite the family over on Christmas.
I don't know
everybody.
what this is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's why they kicked you out.
Gilbert Short in the chat says, wait, if Santa with Muscles Santa and Santa Slay Santa wrestle in a match, who wins the WCW championship?
Well, we have to go through this to say
You know what? You're right.
that at the end. So please remind us at the end and we'll give that prediction.
By the way, this we didn't say it. The live stream isn't behind a paywall on the Patreon. This is just up. It's just a public link for people to check out. So if you're watching, if you're one of our regulars,
We're being giving.
If you're one of our regulars, send the link to your friends. Get them on board because everybody should know there's changes coming in the new year. It is officially PWP $2025. It makes it sound like it's really expensive. It makes it sound like it's $2,025, but it's 2020. Pause for dramatic effect. $5.
2025. The emphasis on 5.
Yes,
That's what I was saying previously.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. Completely new patron available right now. If you're listening to this in the pod feed, head on over to patreon.com/PWPalskis. $5 gets you the entire kit and caboodle, everything the Palskis has to offer, including access to these live streams and entry into the monthly PWP Championship Battle Royal. Mike Lucas is going to defend that title against a whole new roster.
People are already joining up.
Yes. It's going to be a barn burner.
Yeah. There's no elbow room. It's going to be
like the greatest battle royal.
Everybody's going to be breathing on you. It's going to, you know what? Speculation. Never been. I think it's going to be like a GCW show, like on the floor. Where there's going to be glass.
It's going to be a little
There's
gross.
going to be blood. There's probably going to be some beer and everybody's going to be breathing on you. You might get COVID, but hey, that's wrestling.
That's wrestling. All right. Do you want to get on with this? I feel like there's been a lot of hullabaloo at the top here. I know
so
you're
you watched
excited.
it. I've seen this movie long ago. Never revisited it.
Oh, you haven't watched it recently?
No, hold on. I wasn't done.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Watched it long ago. Hadn't revisited it until I bought it. Rewatched it. That was about a week ago now. And I know it's going to be a fight for this, for the Blu-ray that I purchased online. And then because I asked Jake, I said, do you want to watch this first, but your memory might fade and you won't remember it? Or do you want to watch it later? And then you said, I'll watch it after you.
It's got nothing to do with memories. It has to do with not being able to watch something as you are asleep, because I did fall asleep during it the first time.
How?
But I will say this.
How?
You're saying, oh, it's going to be an argument to who gets it. The first thing that I did was check to see if you claimed the digital thing, because I was like, I'm just going to steal the digital version out from underneath them.
No.
I thought you were going to be so angry, and I was like, this is going to be great.
No, it's also on a service called Spree.
Yeah, that's when I realized. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, which I think even the company they don't even probably have access to Santa with Muscles.
Right.
They just send you a YouTube link.
Yeah, it is the YouTube link. This is available. If you're listening to it in the pod feed, it's available. It's also available on Tubi, apparently.
No.
Oh, because that's what it says on Letterboxd.
Oh, does it?
Maybe it's been changed.
Previously, it was not. It was not available anywhere else. Someone uploaded on YouTube, like a kind soul.
Well, it doesn't matter, because you can just go to our Patreon page, and assuming it doesn't get taken down by YouTube, you can watch it right here. Look, I'm doing the transition. It's going to happen. Boom! There it is.
It's already on YouTube.
There it is.
So why would they take ours down?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. We're going to watch it right here together. We've got a long journey ahead of us. We're already 9 minutes into this. We haven't started. Scott and Arver, I think.
Well, because we're allowing people in. We're the coming attractions to the main show. So we told them, we did an ad. We said, like, hey, our Patreon's coming up.
That's true. We did.
Just for $5, change all the stuff. And by the way, at the end of next year, we're having a champion of champions battle royal, where all the champions who have entered and won throughout the year of 2025 will be entered in for a grand prize package of up to minimum
up to 200 bills
to $200. Netflix
Not 200
subscription.
bills. That's 2 bills. Never mind. A bill is a $100 bill. It's not going to be 200 bills. We don't have that kind of flow.
$200 prize package. Could be more. Who knows? Right now, it's up to $200. Netflix subscription, goodies, digital stuff, all kinds of things. So we'll see what else the year brings.
Yeah, I love that. We're promoting that now. It will happen January of 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you got to put in the groundwork early.
Well, see, and some people will be like, "That's fine. I'll get in, no problem." You might be sweating by July, going, "Shit, I haven't won yet."
That's a good point.
How do I get in?
Can you hand me I need a cookie before we start this.
These aren't mine.
They're for both. Do you want all 5 of them? You can have 4 of the 5 if you just give me the one. It's funny too because I was putting on the plate. I was like, he might want more than this. I'll take the little guy on top. Just the little guy.
Yeah.
Look, Alexandra homemade cookie. All right, let's do this shit. You guys ready? Yes. I'm not even going to do the countdown because that means you guys didn't tune into the live video, and I want to punish you for not doing that.
I'm curious if everyone else in the chat, please let us know if you've watched the movie already, if you've seen it before, if this is all new to you, if you're watching it for the first time. We're watching the Blu-ray.
We are watching a Blu-ray. It does look pretty good, the Blu-ray, especially compared to the YouTube link I was trying to watch.
My favorite thing was when HDNet was first out.
Right.
It was on.
Should we start this before we get this conversation?
No, hold on, because it applies. It's really quick.
Okay.
There were movies like American Ninja that were being shown in HD. Movies that they were converting things to HD for the first time. So seeing movies much like this that were looking way better than they ever had any right to, you know?
Right, of course.
Because some movies just look better on like a VHS and that grainy quality and the 4:3 screen. And then there's sometimes where you look at it, you go, people had to work on this. People had to sit through the whatever original version they had to go
and take it really seriously too, and be like, oh, you know what, the color didn't apply to.
And then somebody's proofing it.
Quality. Somebody works quality control for whatever this company is, Mill Creek, and they had to watch this 25 times to make sure the subtitles were correct.
Oh my God, so much work. So we appreciate it.
Mass Llama in the chat says first time watcher here. So all right, we got some first timers. All right. Let's fucking do this shit. We're hitting play. It's happening. Okay. Hopefully it starts in the beginning and it doesn't jump.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
No. I hope we get the FBI warning of like, do not show this.
Yeah, but they won't get it in its pure form because we're talking over it.
That is true.
So it's this is a fair use because it's a parody.
That is true. And also
we both have fake Hogan mustaches. See, it's parody. Get ready for the cabin fever you're all gonna feel, folks.
It starts like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like this music.
Yeah, creepy music.
Look at the font. And then it switches.
And Muscle shakes as though it gets a steroid injection right from the get-go.
This movie was made
and
in
then
the
daytime.
90s.
Like we go from nighttime,
that's fine.
Some story being told, and then fuck that. Daytime.
But there's all our exposition. This girl's writing
Clint Howard,
the longest letter ever.
Media makes the movie better. Mila Kunis and Adam Wiley, which is crazy. 2 young budding stars.
I like the idea of Santa being like, okay, kid, wrap it up. I don't need the entire backstory.
Shut it. Shut it down.
Just tell me what color bike you want.
And Garrett Morris. When they didn't get Sherman Helmsley for the other like 3 Hogan movies, this is the one time they're like, you want to get Garrett Morris instead?
We'll get to it, but there is one person in the movie that I didn't know was in the movie that I should have guessed would be in it.
Oh,
and they are playing the most racist thing ever.
Nah, it's not true.
Okay. Listen.
That's not entirely true. But yeah, we get a bonus wrestler in this movie. We can say that.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Ed Begley Jr. I want to know Ed Begley Jr.'s thoughts on Hulk Hogan.
Oh my God. I probably could have got him. I should have tried to get him. I probably could have got him. We have mutuals.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that seems like, not like they'd not get along, but they seem like oil and water.
I think if you told me there was a movie where Ed Begley Jr. fought Hulk Hogan.
Hair. Look at that hair.
I'm not going to lie.
Good hair.
Let me finish my cookie.
Yeah, don't talk and eat. What's wrong with you? So
the entire opening here, I'm not being facetious. I'm not trying to be funny. I think this is the best performance Hulk Hogan's ever given. Before the switch, when he's this smarmy character and he's being like a bit eccentric and a bit funny.
His intensity, like he's got charm. He's got like him clubbing people in the movie. He's a dick, but he's charming. And no, it is not his best performance.
Outside Thunderlips.
Yeah, because that is his best performance.
But I'm talking about like a movie that he's like the lead of. But I mean, like, he also looks great with hair. At first, it was jarring.
Oh, sure.
And then I got so used to it that I want him to just wear a hairpiece everywhere.
Well, there's 3 ninjas at High Noon at Mega Mountain. That's a
right,
damn fine performance.
There's two members of the 3 Ninjas cast in this movie.
That's the music maker for Hamilton, right? That's
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, that was him, right?
Oh, yep. We got to. He vaguely did something martial artists, so we have to put the.
Yeah, there's Manuel. I'll create Hamilton someday. I'll be rich.
God, this might be
not Armand Asante.
Armand Donante. Wait a minute.
That I did also have to go back and turn on subtitles when I watched it because I said, "What was the first word he said?"
Oh, I got it.
And that's the guy, not the chef,
but his assistant,
his what turns out to be his butler.
Right? Yeah.
That's the boring host from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, wow.
He's the host of the children's show with the dinosaurs.
Interesting.
When Ron Williams is working at the station,
right?
And then he is mocking him, making fun of him, and then gets the show as Mrs. Doubtfire. But he was the old boring guy, and he is here. So that guy got to work with Robin Williams and Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Can you get him?
Probably not. Okay, wait. Let's listen to this fantastic performance. Come on.
I need some of those.
Mass maker and bulk builder. What's the difference?
Well, one's mass and one's bulk. One's for your balls and one's for your penis.
Right. Chads. That's a great read.
Have him make me more tan.
That's a great read.
I believe he says that all the time. He says that to Jimmy Hart. All these people are Jimmy Hart.
The lines. Come on.
He looks like Prune Face from Dick Tracy. That guy's probably 30.
100%. I mean, Hogan's only 33 here. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was thoroughly enjoying the movie
like 6 times.
Up until this point. I was still enjoying it.
It's very fun.
I was still enjoying it.
It's got a fun tone.
Yeah. And Hogan's very funny as this character.
He's having a good time. He's giving it energy. I can't believe how good his diction is.
This is the early 90s version of like what Cena would go on to do. Playing against type in a funny way, making fun of himself. He is the punchline.
But awkward, and because Cena in the early acting days is very awkward and bad.
Right,
like
sure.
These are probably those Fred movies.
Right.
That he did like 19 of.
Wait, I love this line. Hang on. This is one of my favorite lines coming up. Here it comes. Let's go kick some paintball butt.
You know it's good because he ADR'd it. It wasn't
this whole
movie's
ADR'd. But also, whose butt? Paintball butt?
Yeah,
you don't kick paintball butt.
No, there's a neighbor, Artemis Paintball.
Got it. But I'm just realizing that in your webcam right now, you look like a ghost. You're so overexposed and blown out. I don't know why everything. By the way,
because I'm more excited than you.
Scott sees diction everywhere. Good job, Gil.
I sure do.
Nice callback. By the way, chat, let me know like volume, whether or not if you can hear the movie, if it's too loud but not loud enough. I'm kind of just like riding the levels, but I can't tell.
So yeah, Mass Llama said, what? It was a scripted fight. So yes, this character.
Catch people up on the story. It's a very important story.
This character is always, I don't know, he's this eccentric billionaire.
Yes.
Or millionaire probably in this era.
Sure.
The richest man.
In 3 states. That's what they say in the movie. The richest man in 3 states.
Who lives like a giant child and is always training and keeping up. Not unlike another holiday classic, Why Him? With James Franco's character being like this internet billionaire. He makes games.
With
and
Cranston?
then Michael Key is his like servant / trainer,
Right.
who's always attacking him and making sure that he's got mad skills. Clint Howard, Ron Howard's brother, Rance Howard's son.
He's pretty prominent on the cover, but he's barely in this movie, so don't get excited.
I am excited because he steals every scene he's in.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm rolling.
He sees a Hummer and just goes, "It's terrorists."
What? A bike hit his car. And he saw bandanas, so clearly terrorists. But
I mean, I'm going to say
he's
everybody in the
proactive
movies.
for a guy that seems weaselly and afraid. He's on it.
For a very bad 80s movie, the cast is outstanding.
I think this is 90s, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that's what I'm saying. 90s. The cast is outstanding.
96.
Everybody is bringing it.
So this is certainly where the movie gets strange immediately. Like in the realm of family movies where you go, wait, what?
Right.
Why is the guy who pissed off the cops like, nah, let's antagonize him,
Right.
drive away,
Right.
and see if we can cause more mayhem.
Also, Gilbert in the chat says, "My wife just now. That's Opie's brother." Yeah. He's so good as this guy.
Yeah. He's so into
I
it.
wish that the whole movie was this guy. I'm not going to lie.
That
Spoilers.
it is jarring because we get
Right.
used to this character.
Yes.
We get used to that energy and enthusiasm. Like we've already had one shift, right? We
Yes.
think that he's
An action star.
that he's an attacker.
Right.
And then we go, oh, he's a rich guy who beats up his staff.
Right.
Like I thought he killed the one guy when he smashed the
It did
two
seem
trays
there
on
was
his head,
murder,
the
yes.
chef.
He definitely blew an eardrum.
Right. And he's like, oh, no, he just pays them. Oh, okay. So we have a lot of character shifts that we have to deal with. I also thought this lady would be a major player.
Yeah. They make it seem like the mall Santa story is going to be more crucial than it is.
There's a lot of like, here we go. This doesn't matter.
So
it's like watching AEW.
one little factoid that I learned because I Googled the movie quite a bit.
Oh,
The writer of the movie sued to have his name removed from it
I don't get that.
because it's no longer resembles the plot he had originally scripted.
I said Santa with varicose veins. That was my script. They changed it.
But it does have a feeling of like they constantly are setting something up that doesn't happen. So I could tell they went through so many rewrites and just kept adding things in that don't make sense. I'm just going to go ahead and get ahead of ourselves. The second they open the vault, I'm just like, what is happening in this movie?
Rule 21, when in doubt, get out.
Great.
He fucking bailed on his buddy.
And that was rule 21.
Yeah.
And we've already learned there's 300 of them. So that one came early in the mix.
Yeah. But if he doesn't like some, bails. He's like Bill Maher in a relationship. And do you know this actor's name? Our main elf here?
Yeah. No, I don't know off the top of my head, but he's from That 70s Show. There's two That 70s Show people in this. He's fantastic in that show. But he's also just in everything ever.
That Jason Alexander doesn't take.
You know what?
Because I feel like Jason Alexander took Dunstan
that he couldn't take because he was on Seinfeld. This guy's in every sitcom that wasn't Seinfeld.
Yeah, but he had Summers.
That's fair.
So that's what I'm saying. Like movies, when you take that movie,
Don
when you're
Stark.
Okay.
Don Stark is his name. And yeah, he's in everything.
I feel like Dunstan checks in was the same year. And it's like, oh, I wish they could have switched.
Right.
Because I wish Jason Alexander could have been this part. This guy wins me over eventually. In the beginning of all this,
right?
It's a bit of nails on chalkboard for me. But Don Stark wins me over in the end.
He wins me over when he finds Hogan. When he's really big and he does the little dance.
Really?
I thought was like, he's trying, but I'm just like, he's doing the best he can because he's in a kid's movie. We're introducing our.
I'm also assuming the character that Ed Begley Jr. plays here is the same character that goes on in Batman Forever.
Right.
That creates the Riddler.
This whole cast of villains with powers that aren't yes, let's meet them all.
Someone
Pay
just
attention to the woman.
someone just wanted a guy with a lisp to say staff of scientists.
He's reading a script. Did you just notice that? He's looking down at a script right now.
Hold on. What does this bullshit say? Yeah, this is
What, the decision for the teeth on the chemical guy?
shit that mystery men wouldn't even touch.
Right. What is his job? Why is he
Well,
an
you won't be
archaeologist?
around to know that. That'll take so long.
He's
A Canadian chemist. That the part of him being Canadian is crucial.
It explains the teeth.
So he likes farts.
Yeah, he loves stink. His whole gimmick is stinky gas.
Yeah. Because Canadians love farts.
And then look, why did she turn around to she was already facing forward before.
She was picking a rose.
Oh, that's fair.
She's picking a rose to get zappy.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Our stream has been suspended. We're not live anymore.
Really?
Yep. Detected a video belonging to somebody else.
What?
We're not live anymore.
So what do we do?
I don't know. They can't hear us. We're just off. They just pulled our stream.
Man.
It's the Great Christmas Blackout, says Mike Lucas. We're still recording for our podcast.
It's not being the video, the live stream is not being monetized, right?
No. It just says stream unavailable, suspended by policy violations. All right, well, let's see. We're gonna try this.
So we're gonna pick up where we left off.
I just put the screen. I just put our Sand with Muscles just on our little screen here.
Okay.
Maybe because it's smaller, it won't continue.
This upsets me. This seems like a stupid thing of YouTube that I don't understand.
I understand that you are upset, but it doesn't change the fact that we're gonna have to figure out a way to get through this together, Scott.
Yes.
All right, let's see what happens. I'm just gonna hit start play, and we're gonna see how long we could go for before they're like.
So do we have to, for the audio version of all this?
Well, whatever. Tune in. Go to our Patreon and watch it.
I didn't know if you're gonna splice stuff together. Or if
No, I don't want to edit anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna make
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
I'm gonna make everybody sit through this. They're gonna be like, well, you know what? I'm gonna give these people $5. Oh wait, I don't have the audio for it though. Oh, hang on. This is frustrating.
Was that
you
what
can explain what's happening?
Slay?
Explain what's happening.
Did you have no audio? So Hogan is there. He's now dressed up in a Santa's outfit that he found in the
mall while escaping
in the underground area of the mall where no crew are whatsoever. And Clint Howard's like, oh, well, we were looking for somebody. They're dressed in camo, and the cops are a little confused, but understandably, they just see a giant Santa. He's got all the suit on and everything, and Santa comes across a small ginger child, and
like you do,
he's got a massive list. It's like, what? What are you, rich? No, and then shoves dad out of the way. And then Clint Howard and the other cop are like, well, that's weird. Sees camo hanging out of the back of Santa's outfit. Hogan does a huh? And then starts to run. That's got to be a stunt double.
Oh, I was shocked at how many doubles there are that Hogan is bigger than. It's so rare that a stunt double is the smaller of the two people. I'm not sure if you caught that, but it happens quite a bit.
And then Hogan is then in I guess a laundry chute. I don't know how deep this mall goes. Where there's just it's a trash chute, but he's already he could be downstairs, he could be in a basement level. I don't know, but trash is coming from up above down with this open trash chute where trash could then fall into that lobby area. But thankfully it's just like papers.
Right.
It's not anything disgusting.
Now we've got
and now a Santa torso.
The amount of times that this Santa gets assaulted by a inanimate Santa is pretty astounding.
Oh yeah, it is.
It happens quite a bit.
It happens numerous times. So Santa comes down the chute, hits his head on a
well, we're off again.
Garbage bin. Son of a bitch.
We're back, everybody. Here we go. Well, he found the Santa.
Yeah. Immediately starts touching the groin.
Oh, come on. Finds his wallet.
Yeah, what is it? $250?
I mean, he works as a elf in a mall.
It's a huge mall.
But this is $250 $90s.
And then also, like, I got camo. He thinks that's like a bonus.
I don't think I caught that. Look at this photo. 10 states.
10
I thought it was
states.
3.
Oh. But how is that any better?
Because he's going to steal his credits.
See, I was out.
I love it because he's being silly for the kids in a kids movie that this is supposed to be.
Sure.
Sure, he says.
And then, well, I'll just hold on to his wallet. He won't notice the guy who's waking up, and I'm the one standing over him. I'm richer than rich. I'm going to steal from this guy, the richest guy who wouldn't have any connections to figure out and track me down and murder me.
But, he doesn't know that he doesn't know who he is. Right? He hasn't put that together yet, meaning our elf. See? Yeah, now he's catching on. Oh. He doesn't know who he is.
I love how much more foundation Hogan has on his,
yeah,
on his face now.
The
makeup.
This color Santa outfit and the color of his face do not go well together.
No. I really wish if this movie's going in the right direction right now. Like,
right.
No,
right.
I'm not saying, I know Santa's a fictional character. Right. Yeah, I know. I'm dressed in an outfit. You can't convince me that I'm Santa. I don't know who I am.
Right.
I know I'm not the abominable snowman. I know I'm not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I know I'm not Hanukkah Harry. I'm none of these things.
I'm not Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Fictional character.
Hey, where's my wallet? Do you have my wallet?
What's a wallet?
Right.
Because apparently,
yeah, if you have amnesia,
you forget what humanity is. So this is actually a question I wrote down. Do amnesia patients...
This dude picks up Hogan.
I mean...
That part, I watched that part like 3 times. I went, damn. No.
He's my pick to win the 2025 Royal Rumble.
Wow, Lenny?
Yeah, Lenny.
Losers.
And they're all sad. They're all sad that he showed up.
Look at the full-blooded Italians here. These guys. Hogan hits his head like 4 more times.
I saw that. So there is a lot of very little physical comedy bits in this movie.
Yeah.
That I really respect.
Yes.
But they're buried under all the terrible verbal jokes.
Yes.
For example,
2 at once.
And I know we'll get to it later, but my favorite thing about the movie is the villains using T-squares later.
Yes.
That is very funny.
Again, I feel like because they couldn't get Jason Alexander. And they're like, we were hoping to get him to hold a T-square.
Well, an architect for some reason? I don't get it.
Because, yeah, that's what Art Vandelay.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, you want to be an architect. And then they use a T-square.
Right. This just reads as him being really racist.
Yeah, Hogan.
That
kid knows. That's a young Xavier Woods.
Look at him. Touching his head like, oh, I've always wanted to.
Could I marry your daughter?
Oh.
No, brother.
That
kid just knows. That kid's like, I know.
Okay, wait.
I know you're racist.
I was going to ask a question, and then we got distracted by ridiculousness. Is that when you get amnesia, does your personality change? Because I don't think it does.
Why would it?
So then, how come his entire personality is completely different?
I give him the initial like, my head hurts. Right. And I don't know what's going on.
Right. Sure.
So I'm not energetic. I'm not happy. Like I probably need to lie down, and I'm tired. So I'm not exuberant.
Right. But
then later it's like, what's going on?
Right.
Who are you?
I mean, this kid's pretty great. But he knows that he's supposed to take a picture with the kids.
Yeah, because he still knows what Santa is enough to argue it.
I love all of it. I love all of the little kid actors and then all the extras in the mall throughout the rest of this scene.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that we need to get through this, so we're not going to do a lot of pausing and replaying, but I would.
Ball.
I would. That's a good joke.
Yeah, a pocket knife.
I want one of these.
I wonder if that's scripted or if it's just him
acting with a kid. I feel like with some of the kids.
These scenes play fine. Like
100%.
This is good. And just
and the kids smile. Him. By the way, what sort of ATMs were in the 90s that needed a thumbprint?
Yeah, the print secure thumb scanner. And it needs specifically, as we find out later,
Right.
the left thumb.
And it knows.
Not your right thumb.
Which means they have the right thumb on file.
Yeah.
Later on, we'll get to that bad joke, but.
And this dead lady.
All right. Do you want to know what this is, by the way?
Donation ball?
No. This is the Evolve Money Ball all over again. Remember that match we watched?
Yes, with Julia.
Look, it's the shit. We didn't even have the fight yet. This is supposed to happen at the end of the fight.
They went that $17.
Ah.
What do you think this is? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze or Wonder Woman 1984? You can't just be bad guys in a mall. You'll get yours.
And I love that everything goes silent like a super hearing.
And there is something very charming about this, where it's like, look,
funny.
I'm not saying it, but I've been called to duty, and I'm gonna go and fucking.
I love,
kick
by the way,
somebody's
that
ass.
I complimented his acting as that like weird, funny, smarmy character.
Yeah,
and then we're right back to no holds barred here, with the angry faces that, as a pro wrestler, he's somehow terrible at.
I don't think he does those.
Wait,
no holds barred
it is
angry faces.
It's no when he's.
But then
it's the ice cream truck later.
Oh,
it happens for sure.
Later, yeah.
Look at all these extras.
Santa's beating some guy up.
Look at all the extras cheering on the stairwell. Nobody's reacting. Everybody down here is reacting like there's a fight, and it's insane. Why would there be a fight? But now all of a sudden, people are getting into it. That was
My neck
landing.
My neck.
That's how Darby Allin lands.
I do
watch out. He has
like
a candy cane. I didn't hear that the first time I watched it.
I do like the fight scenes in this. It's weird how then there's just like gigantic throws and then minor throws. Like that was a minor throw.
Look. My favorite is the guy in the green shirt in the dead center.
I feel like they told everybody, hey, come back. We're going to have the first Nitro in Mall of America here. Hey, anybody know how to remove fingerprints from the scene of a crime?
Oh my God. It's
see, I can't follow the train of logic with this guy that I'm going to steal the wallet from the richest guy.
Right. Well, because he wants, I got that. He tried to use his card and he failed.
Yeah, but he thought he'd be able to credit cards too, but he's hanging around him.
Well, because he just realized that he can help against Ed Begley Jr., who he's going to be on the hook for later because he works for Ed Begley Jr., Lenny.
Yep.
But he's trying to break free from the life of crime, I guess.
Then why wouldn't you go, hey, I found your wallet.
Right.
Hey, you should help me out. I got it. And then scam him. I don't get it.
Wait, look. We learned. Oh, look, that's the orphanage. That's who they were raising money for. Oh, it all ties together.
That's a ring rat right there. That lady.
Yeah, I saw that.
She wants it.
Yeah.
She's like,
God, is there anything worse than extras being told they need to be excited without saying any words?
There's a number of them. I think you say like what happened. I don't think any of them know why they're supposed to be excited.
100%.
It's like, hey, well, it's Hulk Hogan and he's saying, okay, so just be excited. Hey, that lady wants it so bad.
Yeah. She's like, wow, he looks really good with hair. Oh, I miss our live chat, Scott.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I'm sorry. All right. But here's where we really, truly meet and learn about the intentions of our germaphobe villain.
Yes. Oh, man, he's just waiting for a digital era.
This guy's great. His little henchman. I mean, so is Ed Begley Jr., obviously. But
it should have been Emo Phillips.
Oh, my God, 100%. I still don't understand the point of the archaeologist as the villain. All right, so the one guy uses chemicals that are unpleasant. The other woman electrifies him. Right. What is the archaeologist? What does he do that is painful? He wipes him with a brush?
And it's just talking about, someday you'll be a bunch of bones that I'll study.
All righty. Adopt.
You know, sometimes I have this fear if ever going back into acting and on camera stuff, because I feel like Ed Begley Jr. has it in this, but he's not worried about it.
Right.
Where there's I don't know what tone you want this to be in.
100%.
Like, is it supposed to be a little bit bigger?
Right.
Is it supposed to be a little tongue in cheek? Like, what do you want? And it's probably like, hey, no, you're doing great. We're happy to have you here. It's just a good time. Like, everybody's having a good time. And he's like, I don't know. I'm going to do it like this. And maybe the director's secretly like, that's not what I want. I wanted Sherman Helmsley. Sonic.
So now our ice cream truck of villains.
And what the hell is this shit?
Is they're trying to torture the orphanage to get them to sell, because we've learned that Ed Begley Jr. wants to buy the land the orphanage is on. We don't know why yet.
Yeah.
But we know that he wants this orphanage to sell the property to him.
But you got Farty Gas Guy. You don't even try. It's like, oh, let's steal a statue right away. This lady. I wish she was.
Here's another big leap.
You know what I'm saying that the pretty lady would look after children.
No.
That Mila Kunis.
There's young Mila Kunis.
That no one would adopt her.
What's his face?
Adam Wiley.
Adam Wiley from Gilmore Girls.
Mm-hmm. Bam.
It seems like Ed Begley, did you see that house and all the signs? He's got cash.
Yeah.
This orphanage needs to like raise money in a mall just to keep the doors open. I think they'd be eager to sell.
Right. Like you just buy another orphanage somewhere else.
That's what I mean. Like they'd be eager to be like, we can take this money. We only have 4 kids left.
Yeah.
You take this money to support these 4 kids literally anywhere.
Why wouldn't you even try? You got the Canadian fart villain, right?
Yes.
That he's
CFV.
That he goes around. Classic. Are you calling Garrett Morris one of the kids, by the way?
There's only 3. There's even less. No. There are really only 3 children.
There's 3.
God, I thought there was You
got 3 left.
By the way, Garrett Morris. God, this cast is incredible for how bad this movie is. The cast is outstanding.
That as a Canadian fart villain, wouldn't you sooner you have 3 for 3, right? You have 3 villains.
Attempted murder.
Hogan's like, are you going to run over a black guy in this movie? Sign me up. Mr. Balea, please.
So here you go. There it is.
Well, he's pulling a truck. Like that face is warranted.
Do you need
it's not
sounds,
the Dookie face.
Though? It's kind of the Dookie face.
No,
look right here. Come on.
It's
look
just
at this.
one guy.
Look.
Well, he was just holding on to a truck, so he's pissed off. That's not
such a good read.
That's not a dig.
Santa.
It's not a.
When you say it in the accent, it is.
So you have the 3 villains, right? You have 3 children for sale.
Yes, you have 3 shopping days till Christmas. We just saw it on the sign.
Why wouldn't you?
By the way, I don't think they sell children.
Try and what? Of course you do.
3
orphanages sell children.
It's like, yeah, I got your letter. Jesus Christ, can we keep it shorter next time?
They don't rent them. They don't want them back.
That's true.
They sell them. So why not have the 3 people buy up the kids? Then you got nothing. Like the 3 villains, or at least frame the kids, right? Like you have the farty Canadian villain, take Adam Wiley there, the young kid, and be like, oh, I'm so interested. He seems like a nice young man. Do the methane gas everywhere and go like, oh, but he has no manners. And they're like, how are we going to sell you? You keep farting everywhere. And then the electric lady with the tiny little blonde girl.
Sure.
And then she's like, oh, well, sure. Hey, she can just pet my little dog. And then electric gets the dog so it explodes. And she's like, oh, she just killed my dog. And they're
Murderer.
like, we can't sell you. You're exploding dogs. And then with Mila Kunis and the archaeologist.
Okay.
Then that one is just like, well, no one understands what's going on.
Sure. Well, nobody understands the archaeologist anyway.
He's like, I like your bones. Do you drink milk? And she's like, no, I'm lactose intolerant. He's like, I can't buy you. You won't make good bones. And then they're like, oh, what at least some plot of use the villains to try and buy the kids.
By the way, I love that outside.
Hi, Leslie Morgan.
He was so excited and thrilled. And now he's inside. And he's a grumpy kid again. Like, they're like, why are you upset? Well, now he's upset.
He's having flashbacks.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is?
Secret. He's a layered character. Because he has a secret. So.
This is great.
Clayton.
I'm really glad to be here. Oh, foreshadowing. Yeah.
Right.
I wonder why. Could it be unnecessarily connective tissue later on in the movie?
Or did we just not write the scene for that? And they told me I need to say these lines because they forgot to piece that together.
Hey, we didn't pick
Lenny,
up. Hey,
Lenny drove me here.
Hey, Terry.
Why? So yeah, that's Meg from Family Guy. Mila Kunis.
Yeah, that's what she's most known for. I'm sure, of course.
Yeah. Do you disagree?
No, I think she's most known from that 70s show. Her primary thing. If you say her, they'll go, "Oh yeah, I remember her from that 70s show." I think that her longest running gig is Meg from Family Guy, but I think people.
The show with the rapist.
I think people don't associate as much with someone who's doing a character's voice versus like being on the show. I think she's most known for that 70s show. But wait.
I don't know anybody that's watched that show, I guess, besides you.
That 70s show was one of the number one shows on television for years.
Oh, say that sentence again?
That 70s show was one of the number one shows on television for years.
It was one of the most number one shows.
Tamina.
Tony
Sorry,
Khan.
I was distracted because I wanted to reference Hogan's character still understands nutrition. He was weary about eating a cookie.
Sure.
Oh, it's a kid's movie. They're laughing.
Hey, why don't you freeloaders get the fuck out of here? We already have 3 orphans.
And we can't afford them.
Yeah.
Which is why we need to raise money.
Bunch of deadbeats. There is no way running an orphanage, however kind-hearted I am, I'd be like, no, you two are adults. Your clothes are clean.
Right.
You're not staying here.
Right. Also, by the way.
Thanks for helping.
By the way, who actually are you? Because these are children, and I can't have somebody just who keeps saying they're Santa being around children. This seems like maybe you're up to no good.
Yeah. I don't know. Give me a credit card for down payment for one of these kids. Because if you damage one of them, I need something out of this.
Sure, yeah.
Because they are for sale.
Like a car rental. You have to get the insurance.
Yeah, yeah. You break it, you bought it.
So unnecessary.
And it is weird in this town. It's like, hey, there's just 3 white children left for sale. Like, come on, how do we get rid of them? How do you get rid of these 3 white kids in Lakeview?
Because there's an abundance.
I need more bread.
that joke, the thing about it just reminded me of. Are you watching Shrinking on Apple TV?
No, not yet.
It's a joke where Jessica Williams' character is holding like a little white baby for the first time, and she's like, "Man, I don't know why white people keep adopting black kids. This one's fine." It just made me think about that. Look at how handsome he is with hair. I can't get over it. He looks like Friar Tuck.
And then the guy in the lamb pajamas is making fun of him. Basically just wearing a robe.
Yes.
Why do you have bed bugs?
You look great as you close the door.
Like, I don't know how Hogan doesn't smack him and go, you're dressed like a fucking lamb. I'll kill you.
I mean, he literally just point out his.
Yeah, but
Which one of these two things? Who would say that? Am I a lamb? Am I a bunny? Which one of these two things?
That's why I can't get behind him.
What is happening? What?
But Hogan's so abusive to his staff.
One of the number one.
And seemingly his friends. That's why I don't understand I wish that he was just abusive to him.
Exactly. I wish his personality didn't change and it was just the amnesia. And he was Santa who acts like the guy that we met in the beginning of the movie.
Yes. It's like,
and then also, by the way, he wouldn't have the journey of being that guy who then helps people because he has amnesia and then he helps people.
Right.
So it's not actually like a positive turn for the character. And notice the cereal, the Power Crisp on the table.
Yeah.
I like that it can't come up with a story. There's some good bits in this.
Around her vaginal area.
Yeah.
So I shave it.
Yeah.
But she likes the upstairs part, the mustache.
Right.
When I'm licking her. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about?
I did not.
Mrs. Claus.
Did not like this at all. It's the name of the movie. That should be the still.
It should be.
For our thumbnail.
Could be. Only if Adam Cole drew it.
So, despite the fact
that's horror. That's horror fuel right there.
It's terrifying.
That drawing.
Why were his eyes like that? He looked like Mr. Burns when he was on drugs.
Yes, he does. He's not hiding the box.
No, he did. He put it down below him.
No, in the last shot, it's just in his lap.
Oh, really?
Yes. In no way was it being hidden. He just poured it all out. Oh. And also, you're still not really hiding it.
No. In fact, you're making it more conspicuous that, hey, why are you hiding the box?
You could stuff it down the sleeve. Those are huge. You have a hood. And they still see it's a box of cereal.
I like that the subtitles tell us the classical song that played it.
Ric Flair's entrance plays.
Right. $100 gazillion. They're like, I feel like the things that in this movie that are like comically farcical.
I did not catch I was so hung up on him drinking milk
that you didn't catch what was the point of it.
Why is there such emphasis on? It's not showing the thumbprint, and there's no clear thumbprint there. It's like, oh, thank God he finally drank milk. He had such a phobia.
But like the voiceover of like him hearing the comical, like for $100 gazillion, like place your stolen card. Like that's well written. That's a good way to do that joke.
It's written.
It's perfectly fine for a 90s farce, but then like the movie doesn't stick with being whatever at one thing ever.
No.
It's always 5 different movies.
Yes. Damn, kid, you need braces.
Can we talk about this? This little kid is insufferable in this movie.
That's why no one buys her.
Yeah.
She's unbuyable.
No, she's going to end up in a Big Lots eventually. She's going to be overstock.com.
Angelina Jolie saw her and she's like, nah, I'm good.
But we learned that she has little rules just like he did when he remembered who he was.
Yeah. Rule number 5, don't buy her. She's wearing jewelry and an orphan? That don't match. Can't afford that. She should be the one stealing bread.
I love the eye roll insert. Wildly unnecessary.
I do like that he's very kind to her.
And okay. This is insane.
Continental. I love it.
So the kid.
A utility belt, but captions said a sturdy belt.
I caught that. And it's because she's a comic book fan that she makes things.
Yeah, but Capcom's pissed off right now. They're yanking this.
This is an orphanage in which the child are doing unpaid slave labor.
Well, yeah. How else do you keep an orphanage running?
Sewing clothing.
Yeah.
Well, first he picked up sand, then he hits him. I'm telling you, man, he's gunning for that world title.
Hi, I've just been creeping outside the front door this whole time. Hold on, my dick's out, brother.
I'm blanking on her name. Who's the really famous? Oh, Connie Chung. I feel like Connie Chung's stardom in American pop culture made every single filmmaker cast an Asian woman as a newscaster. I feel like it was the only role that wasn't overtly racist Asian women had in the 90s was as newscasters.
Didn't you see Surf Ninjas?
I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
And nobody recognizes him.
He's got a beard.
But here's the thing is if you didn't watch wrestling and you weren't familiar with Hulk Hogan, but you saw this, you'd go, yeah, that's Hulk Hogan, right? Even though you weren't.
I don't know. I might think that's Lex Luger.
Jesus Christ. He's supposed to be so famous. Richest guy in 10 states.
Well, he has product. We don't know if he's necessarily famous.
That's fair. Also, he's clearly bigger and more tan on the boxes than in his real life.
I would think what would sooner be a way to go with jokes in this is, hey, you look like that cartoon guy on the cereal box. Like,
100%.
I am a real
that
guy.
mascot. You look like that.
That no one knows the guy,
Right.
but it's like Trix the rabbit,
Sure.
you know,
Or it's like Mr. Clean. No, it's
Right.
like actually a guy who's
Yeah, it's like,
no, I was really that guy.
I'm Jacob Clean.
Right.
I'm Helen Shue, and this was a dud of a story. As TVs wrapped in plastic, didn't catch that the first time. It's
Everything. Yeah.
It's very small germaphobe layers. I thought it was just the paper, and it didn't
Right.
really play up much more.
Oh, there's no point in it. It doesn't go anywhere, but it's excessive.
Because the guy's breathing on him.
Yeah.
Like,
he's always breathing right in his face.
so it's not fluid enough for me to really get it. I don't like his run. Don't care for that. It's for kids, so I'll do high knees. Daniel Stern wouldn't do high knees.
Well, if he was dressed like an elf, maybe.
No, Daniel Stern's done it all.
All right, here's the first off, are you? Because I don't think that would work in the first place.
100%.
So, all right. So let's break this down. At some point, the bank system had to have Hogan's right thumb on file so that the computer can tell that's the wrong thumb. But that means it's still that dude.
Right.
So why isn't that good enough?
Yeah, you had the card, you had the thumb,
Right.
but the bad guys tracked him from the news story.
Yes, because they knew him, because they recognize him, because they know him.
So they immediately went to where, I don't know.
The closest ATM. They're like, that guy's always at an ATM. Oh, Lenny.
See, look at the live stream they can do. That's impressive. How do we do that?
This is bullshit, Scott.
You know what it would be? It's like, I can't hear him. I can't. The truck is loud. The audio. Do you have headphones or something? Like, I can't catch what he's saying. And also, how is he hearing me?
It's funny that they were literally doing the lines for what you were just saying, where he was like, can you understand me? He's like, oh, it's a very good connection, sir. I can hear you very perfectly. But yeah, I don't know how it goes the other way. That seems like a closed circuit TV one way.
So, Santa with muscles, I do like that they went this route with the outfit.
Oh, yeah, no.
That they didn't just stay with the...
It doesn't make sense why she would make him the outfit.
No, she has like
I think...
It's like Bad Santa. She's like Lauren Graham.
Right.
She has weird sexual fantasies for Santa.
He could have just asked for it. Because he could have said something...
It's a church.
Oh, you know
Shut
what?
up, little girl.
This is actually one of the other scenes where it feels like, oh, this is a better performance. It's understated when they two of them start singing, and then at the end when he's just humming the melody, and then like he gets excited by her. So like, I'm like, oh, this is a good little performance in this one little moment.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she's still unbearable.
See, I tolerate her. I don't tolerate Lenny.
I
find him unbearable.
I go the other way around
until the end. Does she win you over at any point?
No.
Oh, well, there goes your chance for children. I don't know, kid. I'm a Jew.
No, that was Santa's. That was the other Santa.
Oh, right.
The Santa hates Jews.
Can I talk to you about Mormonism, kid?
I wish Hogan got really big into Scientology. I think that would have fixed a lot of our problems.
Who's to say he didn't? Maybe he's double dipping.
So here we learn, by the way, that, oh, wait a minute, this character is an orphan. He doesn't remember his parents.
I didn't say take off the hat, asshole. Yeah. I am a real American. Did you know I used to play guitar for Metallica?
Like, this is legitimately sweet. Imagining just
crack smash.
Imagining like the realistic you know, just like the moment of like Hogan and this little girl like doing the scene. Like, it's sweet.
Yeah, it's nice. It's no Mr. Nanny. I put my beard on her.
Never saw it.
Do you get it?
Don't make me watch it, please. I'm begging you.
Well, too bad. That's how this works.
We won't do it as a live stream. I'll tell you that much.
Listen, motherfucker, you owe us rent now.
And here we go. This is when we learn.
Oh.
What does that mean? And why is it only coming up now?
Someone's trying to kill us.
Simpsons did it.
Oh, there's a Medusa out there. We got to look out. You look at her, turn you into stone.
These three with the ice cream truck. All right, that was terrible.
Jesus? Is it a rule of yours? You don't want the milk worm. Come on.
Blake breathing heavily in the. All right, now this fight. Look at the body doubles.
His tone right now is good. Of like face,
sure,
growl. I don't understand how this dude has any stake in this fight.
Because he knows Kung Fu. Everybody knows Kung Fu. But why? You don't even know who you are.
Nothing. Because they got milk and cookies.
This is pretty good bit.
No. Disagree.
The just like, I mean, like, as far as like a fighting technique.
No.
Just like surprising somebody by hitting them in the face with a fucking stethoscope. That would hurt like a motherfucker. But look at how.
That's Emo Phillips doing this.
Yeah, 100%. The wig was so thick.
Dead.
Nobody help. By the way, where's the
most of the guy dead?
By the way, where's the most powerful of all of the villains? The woman with electricity. How come she never helps?
She's taking a dump. Dead.
What a stupid and strange shot.
The guy just is like, oh yeah, I know. He's Santa with muscles. See, Hogan was fine and all that. It wasn't no holds barred level.
No, you're right.
His tone for fights, and if they go all over the map for things, for this one, it's pretty consistent. When holding a truck by a chain and all that, like, okay, be a little over top. And here's Adam Wiley's story and all this of like,
right.
Well, I guess I'll just be able to lift this with ease. That it was a statue head.
Stone.
I couldn't pick that up.
You couldn't pick that up. He was just.
I didn't learn any of your names. Who's Taylor?
This is such a leap. This is such an insane leap that this character makes. Why?
Walkman store.
Why do you know where he is? Radio Shack.
Probably out of batteries.
It's such a leap. Why do you think that he would go here? It doesn't. What did you tell us previously?
To go to the orphanage in the first place is such a leap.
I'm gonna need another cookie.
Okay, I gotta try a cookie. I've been meaning to try the snacks that have been brought out.
Sure.
I set my expectations low for the cranberry fizz, in hopes that I'm delightfully surprised.
I mean, if you don't like cranberry flavored shit, you're not gonna like it.
Who's to say? I haven't had it in prebiotic soda form, and I don't know the flavor of fizz. He should have done that so much sooner. I'll just start throwing them around and beating them up.
But also,
I do love his crouchy jumps.
I was gonna say, did you notice that was the limo jump from No Holds Barred, the same squat jump? Yeah,
it's all the things. Jump. Like he was going to use it to get in the projector room in Gremlins 2 if he needed.
It actually reminds me of the old Hulk jump from what's his face, like the TV show, the old Marvel Hulk TV show.
Lou Ferrigno.
Thank you. It reminds me of the Lou Ferrigno jump.
That was just sort of the superhero standard jump of the time. Now we have the what is the
superhero landing?
Yeah, and I'm forgetting Black Widow's sister's name who mocks it like the
Right, the
superhero.
pose. Yeah, you're such a poser.
Why do you do that? The pose. Dr. Blight.
I mean, this is a gorgeous mansion.
Yeah, you got a basement. You can stick 3 orphans in there.
100%. Make them clean. You're a clean freak.
Adam Wiley, what are you doing? You had it pretty good. You had a Walkman.
Come on. Let him do it.
Here's a pistol. Shoot him. Just gonna piss him off.
All right. That's a good bit. Just putting the slingshot on his head for no reason whatsoever.
Your bit bar is pretty low.
I don't mind a little physical comedy bit.
That's a Mrs. Claus rule. You know, well, like I was telling you when I had to shave my beard because it tickles your vaginal area. Santa, please stop.
Can I tell you, all of the reference to Mrs. Claus, based on his character in the beginning of this movie, this character is 100% gay. He is living a gay dream.
Beating up literally dudes all the time?
Yes. He's just surrounded by men that do whatever he wants. He's got somebody doing great bleach work on his hair. He's tanning like crazy.
Yeah.
People feed him and give him everything he wants. I think he's kind of a diva, to be honest with you. I'm here for it.
Maybe I can get behind this.
Oh, now we're learning the reason.
Oh, I definitely didn't pay attention to this.
All right, here's the reason for the whole movie.
I have a mansion and I stay in one room. Hey, some people have ham, asshole. What? He's like 30. These are terrific cookies.
So he wants to right? Really
Terrific.
good cookie.
Terrific.
I'll make sure I tell. All right. I'm just going to say that the movie was bad and crazy and weird, but this is where it fucking turns into absolute insanity. The clubhouse. They refer to it as the clubhouse. She says it's an old catacomb. And then what they reveal as the old catacomb, this orphanage should be shut down just for the fact that it let children down here in the first place. Unventilated crypt with decaying corpses, with no ventilation, covered in cobwebs and dirt. And then there's just like a couple lawn chairs.
Oh, what? Because there's just no toiletries down there? Like there's no toilet and there's no sink? No running water?
This is insanity.
What's wrong with it? I mean, that all sounds like fun.
Oh my God.
You don't have to build a playground.
It's enchanting, according to the orchestral music. I mean,
those kids are lucky they don't have to sleep down there.
Look at the little chairs. The little chairs and lantern. Clubhouse.
Yeah.
You know, with decaying, rotting corpses.
Show me one decaying, rotting corpse.
They passed one on the way in when he went, wow. And then
no, that was Garrett Morris.
For some reason, there's a giant... Oh, is that his initials? Oh, I don't think I caught that the first time. That's his initials.
Yeah.
How do they know? Oh, because the clicks.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Hogan's in the click.
Look, they each get to do one. If they had more kids, they would have got further along in the
yeah, but they kept selling them. We'll just turn it again until you hear another click. What are you guys, stupid? That's my measurements.
Really? That's insanity. Okay, look at the way Hogan sells the weight of this door.
Yeah.
And then watch when they all walk into it.
Well, it was the same way he sold the weight of the statue head.
Right.
That Adam Wiley were like,
yep.
I got it.
So it's a repeat of that. Here we go. Ready? And then he just passes it off. Yeah, we got it. Kid got it.
Swing,
Old
swing, swing.
lady's got it. Old man's got it. Lenny's got it.
I think this is like a Borderlands thing. Have you seen that for the new?
I haven't seen anything about the movie.
The Borderlands movie.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So there's that shot, right? That was the big trailer shot of the porthole opening up, or the sewer, whatever that is, right? That's being pulled open, and all the characters' heads peer out over it.
Right.
None of them pull that open.
There's like a magical.
You see a crew person. They don't remove it. There's a crew person that you see like.
That's really funny.
It's amazing. That's kind of what that feels like. It's like he opens it and they all walk through, and probably none of them actually touch it. Right. But some union guy's like, just pull a little bit forward.
This is our first piece of visual effects in the movie. There's a few great visual effect shots in this movie.
Yeah.
This is the first of them.
That Hogan's like, whoa, it's a dildo store. No, these are gems, idiot.
Oh, God.
That's not true. These are Jesus stones, idiot.
Okay, they must be worth millions, is what they say. Or immediately call up somebody to sell the orphanage to, who will give you millions, apparently. Like Ed Begley Jr., maybe.
Yeah, and not Dr. Blight. Ed Begley Jr.
Yes.
Known crystal enthusiast.
Oh, my God. So this is where I realized the whole time he actually did think he was Santa, which I didn't think that was clear. I thought he was just going along with something for the sake of the children.
Well, because his asshole friend here is just so unhelpful, and probably every minute of the day is going, no, you're Santa. No,
Typical
you're Santa.
Man gaslighting.
No, you're Santa.
Gaslighting his fucking partner. You see how this is just a relationship?
See, this is where Hogan got it from. Hogan was great before this. He was happily married. He had kids.
Interesting.
Meets Lenny. Ruins everything. Then what happens? Hogan joins the NWO. Isn't that interesting?
It's all fucking
thanks, Lenny.
It's all Jordan Belfort's. What's the guy's name? Jordan Belfort's?
Who's Jordan Belfort?
The producer of this movie is the guy that The Wolf of Wall Street is based on.
Why would I know that?
I don't know, because it's a pretty well-known. I don't know that you would know that he produced this.
Yeah,
but you would know that Jordan Belfort, that name.
That's a pretty well-known.
I looked up the producers and I looked up the cast and crew and whatnot, and that's why I saw Jordan.
I know none of this.
So the guy that everybody's like, yeah, this is this fucking big Wall Street big wig. I wish the movie went on a little bit longer to show Leonardo DiCaprio producing this movie.
That'd be amazing.
Dealing with Hogan.
They probably could have gotten Hogan too.
This set piece, these catacombs, which
There's
by the way,
dead body.
Which by the way,
There's
these
no
these are
body.
these are what things look like in British castles, not in like fucking, wherever they shot this in fucking
Lakeview.
Yeah, but whatever the real town is, it's like just north of here. I'm sure
View
it's like
Lake,
Sun Valley, California.
Bludent? Hey, am I in the Velociraptor scene in
I
Jurassic
was just
Park?
thinking the same thing. I was like, this is where the Velociraptors show up? And he's ultra sensitive? What?
I think the caption people just were like,
I don't know.
A T-square.
This is great.
What is great?
The fact that he's using a T-square, and then I think, okay, that's funny because it's his character. What is the point of that bit?
That's not. How is that a great bit that he has a T-square?
It's just silly. It's absurd that they're afraid of a T-square. But then later on, it's everybody holding T-squares as swords. It's like something Steven Spielberg did to get rid of the guns in E.T.
Did you see how sad that was? He held his stethoscope against his chest.
I missed it.
Probably because he did a take where he ran and it
fell off. Like
probably hit him in the face.
Oh. All right. The ending of this scene is just cinematic glory.
Sure. This is Spider-Man 3 right here. This is Venom and Spider-Man in the bell tower. See, he's got his movie downward, angry, hunched shoulders.
He did it in the ring too. There's a little. He did that for posters.
He stayed tall. Those were promotional shots, but in ring he stayed big. He didn't get small unless he took 3,000 leg drops.
Look at that! Look at this helicopter shot or a crane. That's probably a crane. Too close to the building.
We're getting some vertigo here, right here. Look at Jimmy Stewart.
No, that's a different movie.
I wish he did.
That's Santa's sleigh. All right. And this might be the most insane thing in the entire movie of insane things. We've never seen this Santa turn around for the entire time. But now for some reason... We only saw it in the
very beginning.
And it's strong enough to push to grab him. Oh my God.
Saved by kitty litter.
It's good. Good catch.
Another Christmas movie.
Yeah. But then look what he lands on. Oh,
his own garbage.
But wait a minute.
Mask maker. I could get huge.
There it is. That's it. We know now he's back.
Oh,
no more amnesia. He hit his head on soft garbage. And now he remembers who he is.
We don't know if it was all soft garbage. His head could have landed on a statue head that was being thrown away.
That's true.
Because recycling didn't exist back then.
There might have been some T-squares in there. Maybe a compass.
And I know it's been said earlier, people are like, hey, didn't you say there was an extra wrestler in this? Haven't seen him yet.
No.
But they're coming.
They are coming.
Don't you worry. Santa Claus is a bonehead?
What are these? Oh, God. The echo as if those very not loud, echoed throughout the valley.
Yeah, and just casually stroll in, please. Thanks. No rush. You defecated, sir.
Do you think this was inspired by DC Comics? It's like he's a little Batman. He's got an Alfred. The villain is a little Lex Luthor. He wants real estate.
Yeah, you know
property.
What?
There's magical gemstones.
90s, yeah. It's like, they have some money. They have a baller.
Right. That's fair.
And he needs some sort of a secret identity.
Yes, exactly.
Santa Claus. Okay, good. Costume. Yeah, good. That's action figures.
Super belt. This is so... What? Did they assume he was going to call? Also, Electric Lady, where were you for the last 3 fights?
Being smart. So, it was established at one point that he had a recorder, but he's never shown him recording anything.
Right. Oh, yeah, he shoved it in his mouth. Right, yeah.
So, that's also like later, the editor's probably going, you think they're going to get that? Yeah, it's fine. They'll get it. This juggles so much.
It's so convoluted.
If this was a little bit more streamlined, it'd be all right.
There's a fun story in here
about
a guy who has amnesia.
Yes.
Who thinks he's Santa. That is a funny premise, even if it's absurd, especially if he's a pro wrestler, right?
Right.
But all of the other shit with the orphanage and the fucking crystals and the villains
and even the caring lady who works there, Leslie, is not even concerned to. I'm sorry. Do you not know who you are?
Yeah. Right. That's what I was getting at earlier. Like you keep saying you're Santa. It's gotten to a point where this is now inappropriate.
Yeah. Oh, are you a professional Santa all the time?
Right.
Oh, well, can the kids go and visit where that is? Because I'm sure that'd be really fun, and maybe you'd want to buy all 3 of them.
Right.
A 3 for 2 sale.
3 for 2?
Yeah. You buy 3.
Buy 2, get 1 free?
Buy 3, and we'll ship you 2 more.
Gotcha. Where are they coming from?
Georgia.
Interesting.
His name's Cody. He has this horrible birthmark on his neck.
Yeah. See, putting the orphans to work in the kitchen.
Look at this sandwich.
That is a good looking sandwich.
I don't buy this for a second.
That is a New York style.
No one
fucking
is
pastrami
that
right there.
mopey that they turned that sandwich down. And he made it.
What the fuck?
He made it, so he put in the effort.
Right.
He's eating that sandwich.
But he made it, he cut it, and then he switched the pieces. Did you catch
Yes.
that? They were facing two different ways. Oh my God.
So
it doesn't make any sense.
Fart guy. Okay, here's our bonus wrestler. We're holding a T-square.
Oh my God. Look who it is. But wait till he tells the mask off, because
Yes.
that's when it gets real racist.
We'll say Ed.
Ed.
Good old Ed.
Yeah.
So that guy doesn't mind the fart smell, but
No, this isn't fart smell right now. This is like they're spraying Lysol in the air. It's sterilization. Fart smell comes later.
Oh.
All right.
Why would you need to sterilize everything if you're in a hazmat?
So just recently I watched Doomed, the documentary about the Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, okay.
Do you know about the Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie?
I've seen it. It's on YouTube.
Great.
That's what I was complaining about earlier.
Yeah. Specifically, the decision that the actor did not know, and that was for the entire production acting under the Doom mask. He assumed we would ADR the rest of these lines.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we like the way it sounds under the mask. All of these lines by Ed Begley Jr., you can't hear any of them.
Yeah.
Because the mask. It's why did you leave this?
Yeah, it's a Peanuts adult talking.
I'm glad the subtitles are on, because I'll finally be able to understand any of these lines.
Uncle Earl Hebner.
Uncle Hebner.
And orphans at that, so you're extra dumb. Hey, can we get the guy with a lisp to say Christmas cookies? Dead.
And yes, where was her earlier?
Where was her earlier?
She never fights Hogan.
Well, do
right?
you want him to beat women? Doesn't he have enough? There we go. There's our henchman that we have never seen this entire time.
Nope.
The largest of them all.
Who, by the way, they didn't send to him earlier in the ice cream truck.
No, they had to send for him. They had to get real
fight.
muscle.
Right. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, what is he doing? He's creating sparks next to the door.
He's
nowhere near the hinges.
Drilling away rock?
But also on the hinge side.
Yes.
And later, when it opens, it just opens like a regular door on its hinges. It doesn't fall inwards.
Mr.
It doesn't
Blake,
make any sense.
Please eat your horse cum. It's good for you. It'll create mass.
Oh, come on. This looks like where I live now.
No, it doesn't.
Look outside. That's literally that mountain right there. Well, you can't see it.
No, there's power lines everywhere.
Did that make you that? Wow, that blew you out even more. Now your camera is just pure white like a ghost. Sorry about that. Got distracted.
Oh, I wanted smooth horse cum. This is chunky. I remember who I am now.
Right.
Hey, how do you know
How do you
my
do you have
number?
this number?
I'm not in the yellow pages. The pages. They're right there. Looked them up. Crisco Jeff Folgers. Here's our reveal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I thought this was it.
Yeah, no.
There
There he
you
is.
get to see him. The googly-eyed Mr. Ed Leslie himself.
Brutus. The Fu Manchu.
He's been a Zodiac. He's been the Booty Man.
Oh, my God.
I mean, and at any point, you can guess that a Hogan underling is going to be in a movie anywhere. And, to take a stunt
Needs to take a
paycheck.
bump. Yeah. But why did he need to be Asian?
That's not his choice. You think
It's
he comes in on movie production, they're like, hey, you done this before? No.
By the way,
Here's my character choice.
this is the 90s. This isn't Breakfast at Tiffany's. This isn't Dr. No.
Yeah,
You know
this is
what I mean?
the 90s. Why do you think this stopped
Yeah.
then?
No, that's a good point.
It was going on until 2 years ago.
You're right. Look. Oh my God. When he popped up on the screen, I just went, what? In fact, I don't think I noticed it the first time. It was only later that I went like, wait, is that who I think it is? That's not the line. The subtitles. I love that whoever did the subtitles, like, I don't know any of the words they're saying. There was no script. Nobody sent me a script to work from.
He said clean up that garlic press.
No, he said press. And the subtitle said for us.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now he's in all black.
Also, who brought the Hummer back from the wreck?
Well, the one guy was still driving.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. He bailed.
Yeah, Hogan bailed because that was his rule.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Why? I believe him. I believe that guy has a Mongolian mother
So bad.
and a father from West Virginia.
All right. You know what? I can't argue that. This is fun. Practicing, pulling people over.
Yeah, NECA needs to get on top of making these action figures from this movie. That's what I say. I need a Clint Howard sheriff action figure. Toot sweet.
Oh, and
So we get for driving on the
listen,
same road.
If you thought Blues Brothers, if you like the police chases in Blues Brothers, wait till you see how inept cop cars are in Santa with Muscles.
I like to think this is how it all went down in Connecticut when Vince moved in.
Oh my God. Wait.
That Vince.
Okay, wrong side of the road.
Are you counting his crimes?
No, I was just acknowledging. It's
Roman Reigns is not in this movie.
salad oil. You know how cars can't drive on salad dressing?
No, salad oil.
Salad oil, same.
Do you know that to not be
look
true?
at how much oil, how much was in those bottles?
3 calories.
Oh, thanks.
Preserving. I like that it's still, hey, let's not ask the cops to help us.
No, not at all. In fairness,
this character is pro ACAB.
I was just gonna say, in fairness, this movie is very ACAB coded because these police are so militarized that they have military grade weapons. Specifically, oh man, I thought that was gonna line up perfectly. What I was saying.
Well, they basically have an armored vehicle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought it was just about to happen, and I was really pleased with my timing there. And now it's gone to shit. But
Clint Howard knows, like, we need a little frizz in the hair.
They're so militarized.
Show some disarray.
He has a name. Thomas Hinky. Oh shit! Not an unloaded RPG.
Well, also you don't know if that's he's just off hours, and he's like,
Okay.
oh, I was gonna go to the shooting range.
Okay. You were just gonna be okay with blowing them up? What happened to due process in
Hold on.
Lakeview?
You can
Look
blame
at the VFX.
You can blame him right there because he said they're terrorists.
Oh my God.
He didn't say they're criminals.
True. That's true.
So what do you bust out? You bust out the rocket launcher.
Oh, he got to say turkeys. His practice
and
worked
his
out.
fuzzy dice that I didn't know were in the car or hanging around his neck. But they thought they were stopping terrorists. So I bust out the rocket launcher. I don't think they can get on the right side.
They really can't. Look, he really can't.
I'll wait here, sir.
Sorry, I don't know why, but the T-squares make me laugh. It's my favorite part of the movie.
If one of them was an architect and then they handed them out, I'd be all for it. But as a scientist and that's a nice painted.
Yeah.
Chuck Vito, I believe is his name.
Oh yeah, another wrestler.
No.
Oh, like stunt guy actor.
Stunt guy, been around forever. Like then started to be known when he would go to like every UFC event. Just a personality, but one of the guys, like a Danny Trejo type.
Right.
Been in so many things, done so much stuff, and then gets a fun stunt. Well, it's a tray of food. Who's to say no? But I think he's the stunt coordinator or something like that. Like he's often that guy. Fairly surprised, and all my knowings like that he's never been involved in pro wrestling anyway.
Right.
I think that's a good bit. Having the snacks and going in and getting ready to fight.
That was fun. Okay, what can I...
They're pissed off they didn't get that sandwich.
In this whole movie... Oh, okay, never mind. He puts the hat... I was going to say, they made him a superhero Santa outfit, and then the big thing at the end, he's not wearing the superhero Santa outfit.
He shit in it.
Oh.
When he woke up, and then the butler comes in and sprays, he's like,
yeah, you shit your
so
pants.
you defecated.
I forgot.
Everywhere.
Yeah, he pooped in the garbage truck. He pooped.
Right. If Sheamus was only born so many years earlier.
Stupid little bitch. Like, you totally blew up the spot. They had the element of surprise. Oh, this is why nobody fucking wants you.
Look, this could have been Sheamus had he been born in another time. That henchman.
You know, you're right. Is this the time for that?
I'm Terry Bollea.
I just thought... This is just a movie, kid. I'm acting.
Yeah, I know how to do surgery. No, not that kind of operation. God damn it.
We have the board game Operation. I'm really good at getting the wishbone out. The trick is to grab it from the top.
We have to fill it with other pieces. We're orphans. Oh, I drank all this a while ago.
Oh my God.
What, you drank it?
Wait. He said, your weapon, monsieur. And the subtitle said, your weapon, and then in parentheticals, speaking a foreign language. You couldn't just write monsieur?
It's probably pre-Google, you know?
Is that too French for you?
Okay, so this is Farty Guy.
Yes.
Who's infiltrating the pipes and going to spray stuff in the pipes, but they took it over already.
I don't understand.
Is this second unit stuff? Is this the main director's not there? So they're like, I don't know, just go in the wall.
No, this is definitely main direct. This is, these are big set pieces. This is where the money is.
I'm going to murder him, kids.
Yeah, I know exactly. He's just cutting off his air supply.
You guys seen Big Trouble in Little China? Let's blow him up.
My favorite is when he's on the ground at the end. Look at the difference in the false teeth and his real teeth.
Okay.
It's like that one shot in TMNT where you can see the actor's mouth underneath. Look.
Oh, nice.
They're terrible.
Well, maybe he wears it like a Santa hat. Maybe it just gives him power.
Sure. That's fair.
Intriguing orchestra music.
I love when the subtitler tells us like the style. Oh wait, he does fight the electric lady at some point, or does she just?
She grabs him.
He was literally right behind you. Maybe check behind the curtain that you're
Stop
doing
it.
this to.
Stop it.
I'm not gonna lie, this woman's kind of doing it for me right now.
Hey, the lady who was running the orphanage was doing it for me.
No, I hard agree.
Eh? Oh, here we go. Big moment. Ed Leslie.
Do you know what else I
noticed?
noticed?
Good.
You know what else I noticed in this moment that I never noticed at this point in time? How there's a slight resemblance between Brutus and Sting. They have a similar face. And that was it. Thanks for coming, bud.
Hey, you got paid. He had a line. Wah!
And
yeah. Hey, that's insurance for a year.
Do you think in the script it said grunts in Asian? Do you think that's what it said in the script in that mark?
They're like,
okay, look, this is my favorite. Look at how clearly he's attached to the rig on the cable in the wide shot versus he's just grabbing it. They couldn't have shot this any differently to hide the rig. Look. See how it's
yeah.
it's so bad. Yeah. Shoot it from behind, you idiots.
Have you seen my sandwich?
Huge, lots of fucking pastrami left here earlier, cut in half but facing opposite directions.
It's really delicious looking. It'd be fine. The mayonnaise, it's been like an hour. It should be okay.
It was next to a Minute Maid juice box that I was really milking.
That I don't want. That's fine. That could go away. You can give it to one of the orphans. They can try juice for the first time. I really gotta take a dump. I have a heart condition, asshole.
Oh, he knows who he is.
Oh, I don't I don't follow
She's-
the news.
yeah,
I
she's
deal
like,
with orphans.
No idea.
Yeah, sure. It's not like there's a pressing situation going on.
Yeah, and now is the time for this scene? Oh my God, it's absurd.
He has Blake's Way double bubble. I
saw
didn't
that.
notice that before.
Oh, that's a whole bit. See. What? Oh my God.
I must have been looking at my phone at that moment, like
Right.
something happened, because then I looked at the photos. I didn't notice the double bubble previously.
They're both there. It's just like Morbius. They were both friends in an orphanage, but now they're enemies.
This is getting a re-release in the theaters?
I like this guy. I want to see more of him.
That's 1 out of 2.
I like that he.
I like her. I want to see more of her.
Yeah. So does he.
I feel like I know her from somewhere. I didn't look her up, but she's great. She's the one. She's hitting like the perfect tone in this movie.
Sure. Robin Curtis is her name.
Okay.
She was in. Oh shit.
The
She's
movie?
in all the Star Treks. She was in Next Generation.
Did she take over for Kirstie Alley's character as a Vulcan or something?
Maybe.
Is that
She's
her?
in Talera was her name. Oh, it was a small role. Never mind. It made it seem like it was a bigger role on. She doesn't have very big roles. So.
Yeah, take that, Velociraptor. I'm gonna die in here. So yeah, the big yet another thing. It's like, oh, and by the way, there's another thing to this movie.
Exactly.
That both Blake, Hogan, and Ed Begley Jr. were orphans at the same time
In the same place.
and they knew each other, and they've gone on to be the most successful people
Right.
in the town.
Right.
They didn't go away.
Nope.
They didn't go. One went to New York and one went to California. Nope. They just stayed locally.
And the orphanage doesn't like tout
Eddie.
them for donations, or not tout. What's the word for? Bug them for donations. Oh look, he's gonna find out who he
Called
is.
him Ebby.
Too bad I can't hear you behind that mask.
Blake.
Like the mask.
Tarchevsky. Would you say Russian is the origin of that? Or Polish?
Yeah, Polish.
Dead.
What?
Dead again. 3 times dead.
Lenny, they'll finish him off. And I'm gonna tape up his backpack. This set is so fucking stupid. I can't get over it.
This must have been used for something else, right?
Oh yeah, this feels like they had a set left over from another production. And they were like, let's just put that in the Santa movie.
Right. Or it's built, hey, we need to use this like 2 more times before we tear this down.
Right. Yeah.
So something else shoot
Put it
in here.
Put it in something.
Nickelodeon, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like has to be in here.
Sure. That's fucking. That's what
Well, he
Selena
must be
said.
below me. Wait a minute.
See, he says, and your tanning booth, and they can't understand him in the subtitles, so it says, and your tiny mumbles. That's how bad the fucking mask is. Ooh, he had a crystal sword. This is fucking insane. I forgot all about this. I just remember that they have a crystal sword fight.
Yes, same.
Oh my God.
I mean, the idea alone of like, well, Ed Begley Jr. is going to fight Hogan. How? What are we going to do? I don't know.
Crystal swords?
Sure.
Lightsabers?
Crystal, yeah, lightsabers, because hand to hand something. Yeah, Ed's gone. Ed left a long time ago. There he is for his close-ups.
Also,
But
I love how
that's some other dude entirely.
Yeah,
That's the
100%.
magic of HD. Yeah, VHS. It probably looks great. You're like, oh yeah, they're fighting. Blu-ray. Who's that fucking guy?
Oh no! It fell in the VFX pit.
Kill him. Kill him.
Oh my god! Oh, they brought it back. It was like Chekhov's slingshot. They introduced it earlier, and then eventually it got used.
Yeah.
That's good storytelling.
You mean Tarkovsky's slingshot?
Sure.
Oh, you're making everyone less rich.
I love that he's never hitting a spot that isn't specifically a crystal. He never. It's one crystal every 5 feet, and he's never hitting the 5 feet.
Well, everyone's shooting Batman's signal, you know?
100%.
They're not shooting at his face, they're shooting
Right.
at the target. Ebner thudding. Oh, now he's just getting high?
By the way,
appropriate.
Another thing about the location, since you brought that up, it is funny because when I think of a Christmas movie, the two locations that I think of most are an underground cavern of crystals and sunny Southern California.
That's right. I mean, that's half of Ernest Saves Christmas.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that one.
You should. It's got
What is
it's
this
got one of my
terrible
favorite Ernest bits of all time in it. A character that I feel like he maybe only did a handful or one time.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing.
I'll have to watch it this holiday season.
You should. All right, they're running. This is like Blair Witch Project right now.
And that terrible Lenny, they keep using the same ADR shot of him. And so you can tell because it has the same pattern every time.
Yeah.
Oh. This was definitely better than selling the orphanage for a bunch of money, I think. I think this outcome was definitely more preferred, right?
I think so. This at least has the fun ending of it's a movie, something crazy happened.
Sure. We need a big final.
Everybody's
climax.
out. There's something happening. And this is probably fun for everybody on the set, right? Like you're at least you're running through, you're doing the different shots.
Sure. And then cut to the miniatures.
Oh, you mean the kids? We just call them kids, dude. You don't have to.
No, I mean the miniatures.
Hey, did anybody get my buddy Ed Leslie out of there?
You know what's really hard? Eye lines. Like everybody's looking in a completely different spot.
Well, there's so many things happening. Is Brutus the Barber out of there?
No, he's being held by. I don't know.
Is he?
He was. Are there cops yet? He's being held by somebody.
He
was outside with other people.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I saw them all standing there.
Okay, I thought maybe he's dead. See, yeah, there's these people.
Oh, maybe you're right. I can't tell. Look at how uninterested they are in the giant explosion.
Oh, it just fell down. I thought it was going to blow up.
Everybody stand there. Oh.
You ruined my car.
I mean, come on now.
That's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles level right there.
And the windshield wipers? I feel like that was Clint Howard's idea.
Open fire.
I feel like
There he, okay,
yeah,
Brutus is in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a way to write him out.
Kill him.
Yeah.
The only Asian character who's not the newscaster, and they murdered him.
Maybe she's like, Dad?
It's so hard to get Asian actors in Hollywood.
You just assume he's Asian. Maybe he just likes the lifestyle. Maybe it's like a Lord Tensai situation.
You know what? 100%.
If we make a Santa with muscles too, Lord Tensai will be in it.
I think they should. I think I should star Cena.
Oh, so he was in the freezer? Did they get him out? And he was just frozen already? Or is he... Okay.
Why is that so funny? Oh, Defrost, is that his name? Defrost? I don't know. I don't get it.
Smashes into 1,000 pieces. Oh, because he still stinks. I mean, they should know this about him.
Was there laughing gas as part of that? Why is he so laughing? I don't understand why the guy's laughing so much.
I mean, he's got to be in heaven, right?
Oh, does he love stinkiness?
I mean, it's his forte, right?
That's fair.
Oh.
Not the... Uh-oh. Setting up a sequel. Oh, there we go. Sequel setup.
Oh no, he got germs in him. Oh, you think those are germs now? Wait till you get raped in prison. That's oh yeah, sorry kids.
Jesus Christ. Oh, the joy immediately over and the reality sits in.
Where are we going to go then? Never mind the bevy of riches that was underneath you. Yes, you had a jar of Jiffy peanut butter, but you know.
My favorite part of this is I'm thinking, yeah, you know how he has a giant mansion that he lives at by himself with a full staff of employees. And then it cuts to this location. And I was like, wait, Ed Bailey's house?
He bought it, took it over.
I know, but it just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Neither does Lenny.
I guess it doesn't make sense
trying
if
to
he's
steal
like,
all the jewels and crystals.
But if he's like, you know what, this is the orphanage now, we're gonna make a new orphanage, then I guess that makes sense.
It's a Rafsma.
I saw that. I wrote that in my notes. I wrote, oh my god, I love Rafsma mowers.
I'll mow over your damn toes.
Oh god, so bad.
Did your hair color change?
This movie ran in the theaters for 13 days.
Oh man, so it's a limited release.
Yeah. Where are they located?
Next to the prison.
And why is it angled? If you have a telescope and it's angled downwards, you could only see the grass directly in front of you. That's not how like the physics of a lens would work.
You said you opened up your window shades and you said, look, there's that mountain right there.
Right.
That's where that house is. It's up on top of the mountain. And the prison is where you live now. You're in the haunted prison of Ed Begley Jr.
The prison is the one we've created here today for our patrons. And
I tried to figure out what this was for a while.
Is it a hand? A rooster?
I couldn't tell that it was a bush that has some shape to it, and the hat was on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think I noticed that it had a shape to it.
And I just went, well, what is this? Is that a bunch of green beans? Like, what's happening?
I think that's a thumb on the right there, or the left rather. I think it's a hand like this.
It was a very strange. This is our last shot. We're ending it here.
Oh my god.
Sumo lab assistant was Ed Leslie.
Sumo lab assistant. Well, there you have it. We did it, everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Thoughts? You watched it twice in under 24 hours.
It's not a movie that's so bad it's good, which you want it to be.
Yes.
There's
promising moments of that.
But the weirdest elements of it are the elements that kind of give it the most charm for it, like what it is. Like it's not unfucking strange, and that's the best part of it. Like it could be a lot more linear, just a generic shitty like action movie where it's
A
like,
to B to C.
Yeah. But the thing that makes it not that is also the thing that ruins it, because it's like too much.
Yes, they juggle a lot unnecessarily.
A little too much seasoning in that stew.
I agree with you in what you had said earlier in our separate recordings of this, where
in our first run, the first match,
it would have been nice to have seen that Hogan Blake personality
100%.
From the beginning throughout the movie.
Yes,
and have him be that guy
and have to learn how to deal with the kids
and the confusion of who he is, or further going with, hey, you're Santa. No, I'm not. I'm not Santa. You are Santa.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, that's just your normal hair. But you put it on. Everybody thinks you look like this. So he then is the personality and thinks he's Santa rather than, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Bad what? Direction?
I think well, the directing is terrible as well, but I think it's the writing. What I read about like the fact that the production kept rewriting the script over and over and over and over and over again. That's what it is. I think it became convoluted. It probably started as a better, more cohesive.
Probably what we're talking about, right? Where it went from A to B to C.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they kept adding to it and taking away things that were set up in other draft. Like this is what happens with bad rewrites. Like, is a lot of times what happens.
This is what Marvel's going through right now.
I think it's every fucking studio picture that has too many suits and too many people to prove it. But like, they will cut something from a story, but then not address all of the things that played into the original version, and instead just go, well, we'll alter those. But like now your structure is broken because those things laid the foundation for the thing that's not in the movie anymore. And it seems like there's a lot of that in this movie,
and probably a lot of
like
unnecessary. Well, we changed this.
Yes.
What purpose?
Right. Well, because we had to get crystals in there. Crystals are really
Why?
pulling well. With
We have a
kids
set.
these
We have
days.
to use it.
Yeah, that
because
too.
we couldn't get our other location. In the pantheon of Hogan movies,
which I haven't seen a lot of.
sure, but just the ones that you've seen, like just kind of middle.
I think I've only seen 2.
No,
I've never seen. What's the one that he's in the?
Rocky 3.
Yeah, I've seen Rocky 3, but I don't consider that a Hogan movie. But sure, I've seen him in that movie.
I mean, it's a movie with Hogan in it.
Sure, okay. So I've seen Rocky
Yes.
3. Obviously, best
A
movie
lot
of
of
the
like
world. Right.
Hogan straight to video movies.
Right.
No, have you seen The Ultimate Weapon? No, he's got great hair in that too.
Sure. I've seen this No Holds Barred.
Gremlins 2.
Nah, I don't think I've seen Gremlins 2.
You've not seen Gremlins 2, the new
I
batch?
don't think I've ever seen it. I know of it, and I know about the bit in it because they've talked about it in pop culture for the past years.
And then in the
Key and
VHS
Peele bit.
release, it wasn't in it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I know
They
the
changed
Key and
it.
Peele bit brought it into the public conversation again. But no,
Oh.
I don't. I never saw it.
It's fantastic.
I never saw the mom one,
Mr. Nanny?
Mr. Nanny. Sorry, I confused it with Mr. Mom, starring Michael Keaton.
I was
No,
confused
no.
there of something else.
Mr.
like
Nanny. I never
Yes.
saw that.
Suburban Commando.
Never saw. That's what I was thinking of. Never saw Suburban Commando.
Oh,
But that's what I was thinking of when I said
that one
Commando.
certainly goes into So Bad It's Good.
Really? And Taker's in that too, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, no, I never saw
For
Suburban
the guy that
Commando.
complains all the time about Hogan, it's like, yeah, that dude got you a fucking sidecar, man.
Still want to ride on his coattails.
I don't talk like that though.
Yeah, I think that's it. You know what else I could do here? If I go to Letterboxd,
Oh, where they lie about where this movie's available?
click on Hogan, and then
Hulkmas?
yeah, and then go to all of his movies, and I'll see what's faded will be the things that I've watched.
What's faded?
Yeah, like you can fade watched movies.
Can you like brighten them up so you watch them? That seems
Let's
like
see.
that's more positive.
Sort by fade watched. Actor in 81 films. All right, so the movies that I've seen that he is credited in are Rocky 3, Muppets from Space,
Yes, Hollywood Hulk Hogan's in that.
a couple documentaries like the Andre the Giant documentary,
Sure.
David Arquette documentary, No Holds Barred, Santa with Muscles,
Mhm.
and then the rest are documentaries.
What'd you give this on Letterboxd?
To 1.5 stars,
Out of?
5. I have like a very specific pass fail system because I kind of think that with half-star ratings, what's that, 10 potential, like you can give it a half-star, 1. Yeah, so it's 10
Okay.
ratings is like a big scale for movies. I think it's too many. So I have on my Letterboxd, it's sort of like, by the way, at Jake Lloyd Bacon, if you want to follow me on Letterboxd, why not? It's like a pass-fail system where, here, let me see if I can write it out, like based on the stars. So it's like my system is like pretty much a 3-star movie
Yeah.
succeeds at what it wants to do. Like I feel like it's a successful movie. They set out to do something, they did it, but it's not exceptional.
But you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I will enjoy
Okay.
a 3-star movie.
Okay.
Yeah. 4-star movie succeeds at what it wants to do, like a 3-star movie, but is also exceptional.
Okay.
A 5-star movie is just a more personal, like there's some movie magic here that I can't maybe necessarily put my finger on, but it's better than a 4-star movie because I just love it for some crazy reason.
Okay.
And then going the other direction, a 2-star movie is a sort of movie where I think those are those movies that are bad movies, but they're fine. Where it's like, this movie clearly didn't succeed at what it wants to do, but I didn't dislike watching it. Like I can watch it, I can enjoy it. It's not boring, right?
So this was close.
This was a 1-star movie, but which I write, it fails at its attempts and is hard to watch and is boring, but
Ed Leslie gets half a star.
exactly. But so then I wrote half stars. Half stars are added for like something exceptional, like something that's like, oh, so sometimes there'll be a 2-star movie where it's like, this was a bad movie, it was hard to watch, but it had that great scene where this actor was so good in it,
Yes.
even though it was. So that's kind of my system. So you always add that extra half star for like a little extra something that's like a good performance or a good scene or a good actor or good writing or it looks really pretty or whatever.
Okay.
That's kind of my movie rating because I think rating movies is kind of hard and arbitrary to begin with. Obviously, everything is subjective and art's.
It's
But-
more for you to know
Exactly.
later if you
Yeah.
with your shitty memory.
And that's kind of what I like about it. And I think my system is having this sort of pass fail system makes it feel a little bit like it's not like, because then you get into the semantics of like, I do this, I do Koicast with Koi Jandro, and we talk about Letterboxd all the time. It's our entire patron pod is just us talking about what we've seen and we're talking about Letterboxd ratings and whatnot. And his whole thing of like, I've only given 25 movies 5 stars in all of existence. But then like his movie ratings, I think, are so arbitrary. In fact, I made fun of him because he gave like one of the Twilight movies 3 stars. And I was like, okay, if that's your bar, I went through his letterbox and I looked at other movies he rated at 3 stars, just as good as Twilight. And then I just read this list of like 80 of the most well-known, well-regarded movies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it was a very funny little silly bit I did. But I think when you get into stuff like that, it becomes like arbitrary. Because also, how do you scale like Dumb and Dumber with Schindler's List? Because in my opinion, they're both 5-star movies.
Right. Yeah.
And a lot of people, they're like, well, it's a comedy. And so I think my system
They're
allows,
brainwashed. They're dumb.
I agree. 100% agree. But
Yeah.
that's why this is like,
Much like any genre, it's like, yeah, well, how
What was the
excellent
intention?
was it
right.
overall in everything that it presented and did and executed? And yes, was it meant to be a historical this, that, yeah?
Right.
Yes.
And
we're
it's
on
all
the same
about it.
page
It's all
with
about
that.
intention as well. Like,
Yeah.
did a movie mean to do this thing? Did it do that thing? If I'm watching a
This,
B
like,
movie,
was this a B movie that's so bad
right?
and is amazing in some way? We're like, oh my God, it's 5 stars because this unintentional fuck up of all these things.
Right. For example, you know what a good example of this is? I think we talked about it, and it was because it came up on Koi's show, and I was like, I had to talk about it with you. The Tammy and the T-Rex. I told you about that movie.
Yes, I've yet to watch it,
But that movie to me,
I'm aware of it. Yes,
they
yes.
set out to make a weird, ridiculous B movie comedy, and they succeeded. So that is a highly rated movie to me because the filmmaker's intent is just as important in the quality of the movie, in my opinion, than just like, well, it was a bad movie, so it has to be 2 stars or whatever arbitrary shit.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
I'm over explaining this, but there you have it, everybody. Santa with muscles. We appreciate you watching this.
And however many times it took.
Yeah, we're sorry about all the technical hiccups. I guess in the future we've learned our lesson. We need to figure out a way to do these if we want to continue doing these.
I'd love to.
It worked. I'm so bummed that it worked last time.
Yeah,
and it didn't work this time.
Yeah, I don't know how to crack
I wonder
the code.
if the audio was it. Maybe
if anybody knows what it is, maybe we'll go back and check the Santa Sleigh one to see if there was something magical mystery piece.
Maybe we didn't. Maybe it is the audio. Maybe we didn't do the audio. Because at that point in time, I don't think I had it set up where I was able to include the audio because it was the old setup and stuff. So I think that maybe
there's a way sometime when we have the time and it's not a big deal that we could do a test one of something.
And we'll just surprise the people on the Patreon just being like, hey, guess what? We're live right now. If you want to see if this works,
today's
come hang out
strike
with us.
2 on our YouTube. So check it out.
And we can name it. We can name the post Strike 2, and we'll just try to watch fucking Suburban Commando or something.
Yeah, something that will have a
that's a great
flag.
idea. I like that idea. We should do that.
But yes, happy holidays, everybody. Hopefully this was just some goofy fun.
So let's talk a bit about what's going on here. Next week we will have a potentially short little show for New Year's Eve. We're gonna take some hotline calls that we have sitting in the hotline on deck circle, and then from there, we will be back in the new year with our definitely always annual Championship of Champions. So keep your eye out for that. On that episode, we will also be crowning our January 2025,
not heritage,
not just regular old, undisputed. We should call it undisputed just for the fuck of it. Undisputed PWP World Champion. Global. We'll put global. Global Universal Heritage Undisputed World
Trios.
Champion. So if you're listening to this in the pod feed, or if you're watching this on the Patreon right now, on the Patreon, $5 is the price for everything. $5 gets you everything there is to have over on the Patreon. $5 for the price of a burrito. Not even, you can't even get a burrito for $5. For a price of a burrito, you get access to the live streams, including the ones that get pulled. You get access to every bonus feature, including all of the pre-shows, the audio and video watch-along Wednesdays, and the entire back catalog going all the way back to the beginning of the creation of the Patreon for the show. On top of that, once again, you get entered into the monthly championship battle royal. Everybody's in it now. So next episode is going to be, or not that, 2 weeks episodes. January.
It's going to be nuts to butts.
Going to be a ton of competitors, a lot of names to write and put in that jar. And at that point, we will have a new championship system moving forward, in which every month the champion still gets to pick a watch along. They still get their name and lights at the top of the feed, as well as in the Discord. And then they get entered into what will be the first, which will be for a year later, January 2026.
I mean, it's not unlike the Royal Rumble itself.
Exactly.
Like, you have to endure not being fired.
Exactly. It's amazing.
For the entire time.
You will get entered into the Grand Championship of PWP Champions drawing come the end of the year, or I guess the beginning of the
grand
year.
Prize.
For a grand prize worth up to $200, including some PWP merch, streaming gift card, all sorts of fun stuff's going to be in there. We had a lot of time to plan and sort that out. We're excited about that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be how it is moving forward. So right now, head on over to patreon.com/PW Palskis for $2,025.
Yeah. Speaking out of total ignorance, I dare say it's probably the best bargain on Patreon that you can get for the entire year of 2025. $5 gets you an entire catalog of everything and everything that comes out for 2025.
Hard agree. There are
a Robin Curtis hard agree.
Ooh, hundreds of episodes of audio on the Patreon.
There, I say even dozens.
Let's see. I can tell you exactly how many there are. There are, when it comes to Watch Along Wednesdays, let's see, that's the thing that you're into. Oh crap, we have so many tags. I thought this would be easier.
That's not the way to do it.
I thought this would be way easier.
Yeah, you just type in watch along.
Just in the search.
It's all a little muddled. It's weird. There's definitely hundreds and hundreds.
Right. I thought it would be easier. But anyways, yeah, there's a whole lot. A whole lot of
don't
posts.
search it that way. That's a bad way.
Oh, you know what? Here's the easiest way to do it. Just in total, 866 patron episodes.
Not all
posts.
unique.
But no. Yeah. 866. No. What do you mean not all unique?
Because there are watch-alongs and video watch-alongs.
We don't need to tell them that.
Well, I just did.
All right. Anyway, Scott, we need to thank our current.
But it's still hundreds and hundreds of episodes.
Patreon Palskis.
So, this is the only place just for a tiny bit longer where you get a retribution name as well as a maximum male model name. And we got some new people. So, we're going to give those out. I said we would till the end of the year. So, thank you to AJ0314, aka Binary, aka Matrice69, Alex Pierce, aka Figs, aka Zatoys, Andrea Beeler, aka Pollen Hate, aka Achu Detest, Gilbert Short, aka Goliathon, aka Batal Underoos, Mass Llama, aka Spitz, aka Jakara Lover, Michael Beltran, aka Limestone, aka La Natural, Mike Lucas, aka Hackensack, aka Luger Testicle, aka the current PWP Heritage Champion, Suicide, aka Je ne sais who, Tim Redbeard, aka Bloodfuzz, aka Blue Diffuse, Tom Hader, aka Cupid, aka Cherub, Tony Griggs, aka Big Griggs, aka Grand Grisois, and new Matt Storm.
Matt Storm.
So we need.
God, there's so many storms in wrestling.
We need a retribution name as well as a maximum male model name.
Oh wow! All right,
promised.
Right. He's getting there right under the wire.
Yeah.
Well, he might be the last person to get one of these.
Yeah.
He is going to be the last person to get one of these, hands down.
Matt Storm.
Matt Storm. Retribution name?
Retribution name.
All right. My brain is immediately going to things. I mean, with the last name like Storm, my name is immediately going to storms. But there's lots of kinds of storms. We have stuff like thunder. We've got lightning. We also have like the rumble of storms. We have winds and wind gusts. Gusts is pretty good.
Ooh.
Gusto?
Gusto.
Do you like Gusto?
That's like a amount of energy.
I know, that's why it's funny, because it's like a play on Gust, but okay, no, let's hey, I'm just brainstorming.
I like Gust.
Gust, just simply Gust.
Yeah.
Gust.
And then maximum male model name? Gust Lush.
Gust Lush. Ooh, all right.
I'm gonna write these down.
Gonna write it down for the right now, because they're never gonna say them ever again, right?
Yeah, but we need it for
next week
for our book.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. We're writing the book. We're calling the name of the book Office Ladies BFFs.
And then also we have new, technically returning Mexican Stallion.
Oh,
who had gotten
right
a retribution name, Sea Biscuit.
Right, Sea Biscuit. Oh, that was a good one. And happy to have you back. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us.
Yeah, thanks for showing up for the bargain of the century. So now we need a maximum male model name for Sea Biscuit.
I mean, I don't know why the first thing comes to my mind is Horse A. Horse A.
Like horse's ass?
Like, no, like horsey.
Oh,
but Horse A. Yeah.
Horsey.
Horsey.
The fans are like, Horsey. I'm not a whore.
Horsey.
Uh,
Okay, or how about Le Trot?
Okay, Le Trot. I like it.
There we go. Le Trot. Or Le Trots. Like it's
no,
an
that's
act he
the
does.
shits.
Le Trots.
That's the trots is the shits.
We're
so
on horse themes here.
we'll stick with Le Trot. So that way,
Perfect.
again, try not to make him a whore or someone that shits themselves.
That's fair. Thanks. Is that everybody?
That's everybody.
Great. I usually say the thing now. Thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of the program. We would not, could not, should not do this show without you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. We're sorry for those who tried to tune into this live stream and had it fail. Hey, sometimes the man just holds you down.
Yep.
But that's why Stone Cold is here to flip some birds and stun some bitches. I think that's it.
Yep.
I think we did everything. We'll see you next week for a little mini-ep for New Year's Eve. And then we will see you in the new year back on the live stream. Keep your eye on
The prize.
the Discord
Oh,
and the Patreon. Patreon.com/PWPalskis. $25. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We love you. Scott, say goodbye to all the people.
bye.
It's Dragon Wagon.